We have just completed one leg of the arguments for today. The police came, charged me for offenses that were contrary to the police service rules 367, which says that no police officer should use the police office to carry out personal vendetta. That's pretty much how that was described. But the IG of police, the illegal IG of police, I'm repeating it here again today, is doing just that. We are here to end the charlatanism that has become Nigeria and public office and public service. So I'm following the police back to the hotel they provided for me. They call it hotel in there because tomorrow the judge will give a final ruling on bail. Even though it should never have happened that somebody of my status, a presidential candidate twice in this country, who, if elections were properly held, I'll be president today with full immunity, is being told that I will jump bail for offense of cybercrime. I even have another trial coming out on February 4th for the same offense. But in the country we found ourselves, I'm going to leave you with lawyers, very competent, radical, tireless, indefatigable lawyers to brief you with the rest. Yes, go ahead. I rejected the administrative bail of the police because I cannot, in good conscience, continue to participate in illegality. The courts have made it very clear that the police have no right to grant administrative bail that asks for civil servants to own, first and foremost, 100 million naira houses, which is a crime. That's corruption. It's corruption. To stand bail for me, who is an employer of labor. I'm a publisher of an internationally renowned news website. I have people who are hired in Nigeria and abroad. I'm not a civil servant. In fact, I'm an uncivil citizen who is against all kinds of corruption, and I've spent my entire life fighting against corruption. So to now ask me, to insult me that I should provide a level 17 director who had not, who had not gotten employment when I was fighting for democracy in 1992. To now ask the president to come and stand surety for me is the biggest insult. Even if President Bola Tinubu had appeared as my surety, I would have rejected that very laughable, frivolous, ridiculous, and I dare say stupid bail condition. If the court in its own wisdom decide that they want my passport in their coffers because it's a very special passport, that's a different issue. But we must continue to reject the impunity of the Nigerian police and their officers who will just invite you and then ask you to deposit your passport. I'm going to bring a level 17 civil servant. Even by the civil service rules, there is no level 17 officer. Because a level 17 officer in the civil service is a permanent secretary who is politically appointed by the president. So you expect such a person to come and stand surety for Sowore. I'm not being arrogant and I'm not bragging. But, you know, in 1992, when I was a student leader, Tinubu was a senator. And I was more powerful than him in the Nigerian society. So how dare them ask me? And I can guarantee you that at that time, Egbetekun probably had just joined the police and he was a sergeant, or that is if he has not forged his age.
I will not be able to speak to the media because the lead counsel, Barrister Marshall, is not around. You know, but the media they were in court, and I think the whole idea, just like I've said, is that the police have better things doing with their time. They should be in Sokoto, Zamfara, Kebbi, tackling the Lakurawa terrorist group who are killing our military. You know, instead of all these shenanigans, you know, and bedbox chasing, and it's unnecessary. What we are currently witnessing in Nigeria is completely unnecessary. You know, I'm urging the Inspector General of Police to stop abusing his power, his office. What he's doing is abuse of power, abuse of office, simpliciter. There's no any other name for it. How can you be because somebody criticizes you? You are using taxpayers' money to prosecute and victimize your critic, because he has criticized you, he has called you illegal. If somebody said you are an illegal IG, you will just ignore him now if you are not illegal. It's very simple. You know, so I don't see why, and this is setting bad precedents for issues around prosecutorial powers. It's an clear abuse of prosecutorial powers. Okay, finally, thank God I said Marshal. Marshal is here, so let Marshal come and speak to you. Since I've already told you that I cannot speak to you.
No, what are you
on this matter? No. You are our lead counsel. Just speak to the issue. Speak to the issue.
Oh, this way. Sorry.
Muna spread.
Are you set?
Mr. Marshall, you're very confident that your client will present himself for trial.
Mr. Sowore is a man. Firstly, he was invited via a message that was sent to his phone on WhatsApp. He left his home, traveled all the way from America, came to Nigeria, and went and walked to the headquarters of the Nigerian police and presented himself to them for questioning. Mr. Sowore was charged in 2019 with trumped-up charges for treason in this country. For over 3 years, he stood the rigors of a full trial until he was acquitted by the AGF, who found merit in the fact that the charges were trumped up and should never have been in the first place. If a man could stand trial for an offense whose result or conviction in is a likely death sentence or life imprisonment, what is the instant charge that he will not stand trial for? Where we all know that the instant charge is both aberrational, illegal, and an attempt to persecute a Nigerian for speaking truth to power. There is a 16-count charge filed against Mr. Sowore in court today, all centered on his challenge on the illegal occupation of the office of the IG by the present occupants. Section 367 of the police regulations prohibits the filing of a charge of this nature by a police officer who is using the instrument of his office as a tool of settling personal vendetta. The said section 367 of the police regulations prohibits the IG from using his office. This is an abuse of prosecutorial powers by the police. This charge, we repeat, should never have been in the first place, and this charge must be withdrawn by the AGF. We will ensure that we raise the appropriate petitions to the office of the AGF. Section 174 of the Constitution vests in the AGF the power to prosecute and undertake all criminal prosecutions in the country in the AGF. This is a clear abuse of such powers, and the police has no right or reason to file the instant charge in court. We have no doubt, we have full confidence that we are ready to go through the rigors of the instant charge, because we know that in the long run it will go like the ones before them. It's all charade, it's all a facade, and it should never have been in the first place.
Thank you.